Don't buy foreign energy bars. I just ate one, guys. So if I pass away today, I'm pretty sure this well, I don't even know what it is. It's supposed to be high protein, lean, low calorie. Something just tasted really radioactive with it, man. I'm just saying. But anyways, let's talk about what we're going over today, guys. We're talking about this here, Eyasluna. Now, this is an almost perfect Eyasluna, okay? It's got rangefinder. It's got hidden hand. It's also got sure shot, right? Oh, man. All the right things in all the right places. But there's one little exception in this, which is what this entire video is about. That middle column is actually explosive rounds. Now, there was a post done, I want to say close to a month ago. Drewsky also put out a video. I'm going to link his video also in my description. Drewsky is another YouTuber that I'm a huge fan of. He's a very good content creator. But he broke down weapons that have explosive rounds, and that was, he was using like a well, and he was comparing it to like max range hand cannons like Pally and Luna. I have never actually played enough with an explosive round hand cannon to see if it would actually be advantageous or not. That was my question. Essentially, what his theory was, or not even his theory, he actually went along to prove it, was that explosive round hand cannons actually has less damage fall off than a max range hand cannon. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Now, of course, mine's not necessarily the best, the ideal roll, or the ideal gun that you would want in order to land a good explosive round hand cannon. Would be actually something like the well. You would want to roll hammer forge, explosive rounds, and rangefinder. Currently, with what we got going on with Luna, you can't do that. I think Pally, you might be able to do that. I haven't checked out the perk trees, but I know for a fact Luna you can't, because you can't roll anything but one range perk down that middle column. So just put it in perspective, guys. What I'm trying to say is the difference between 38 range, which is what's here on this Luna, and 44 range, which would be the hammer forged version of the well. Okay, that's the difference. Now, let me just go over real quick how explosive rounds is working out for me and what are the pros of it. So explosive rounds, as you know, whenever it actually hits someone, if you've ever messed with something like Burning Eye, it flinches the hell out of people. And it not only just flinches, it messes a lot with people's line of sight more than anything. I will pull out of that gunfight because of those explosive rounds, especially if they land the first shot. But let me just go in and put the differences between scout rifles and hand cannons. Scout rifles inherently already have great range, so technically they don't need a range stat. Most of the times on your scout rifles, you're fine with loading something like explosive rounds because of how good the range already is. And so the argument that I'm going to be making today is particularly about aim assist. Scout rifles, to me, at a very extended range, has great aim assist. Notice that your reticle still stays on point even after approximately 40-50 meters, and it still does good. Whereas hand cannons, very much so, even a max range hand cannon, somewhere around 28-29 meters with rangefinder, rifle barrel, Pallies and Lunas and Imago loops, man, that's what you're looking at. And in my understanding from it, and I don't have exact numerical values because there's really no way to test aim assist, but I think aim assist up to that range is still at a consistent 100%. So for instance, say your max aim assist is 100, okay, at 28 meters it'll still be an absolute 100%. It's still 100, but every meter after that, I know it tapers off a little bit. I don't know the exact amount it tapers off, but I know it does, because you tend to see, after you play with certain hand cannons for so long, you start to see the hand cannon reticle not staying on point. So that aim assist that was 100, and by the way, guys, this is just us throwing a number out here. This is just for your understanding purposes. I know Luna doesn't have 100 aim assist, but say that 100 now goes to 85 at 29 meters. 30 meters, it goes to 70. Okay, say it drops like that. Say there's a certain percentage of drop. Maybe there's a bell curve to it. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is there is a drop, though, to the aim assist value after that optimal range. So with something like explosive rounds on a well, or something like even this Luna, even though it has rangefinder on it, the optimal range for its base damage, for what it is off of its base range, let's just say it's around 20 meters. I know it's probably a little more than that, but let's just say it's around 20 meters. So that percentage drop-off doesn't start at 28 meters. You don't keep 100% aim assist all the way to 28 meters. Instead, it now extends only to 20 meters. And then after that, that 100 aim assist begins to drop now from every meter after 20 meters. So now you might be looking at something at only like 10%, 20% aim assist when you get to 28 meters. Do you see what I'm trying to draw for you here? If I had a scanner, I would so draw a picture right now. But I mean, like, that's what I'm thinking. And I don't know how to test this and get the exact aim assist values. What I can tell you, though, it is extremely apparent. So is explosive rounds, you know, to summarize, is explosive rounds needed on a hand cannon, or does it help you? I think it could possibly be good if your aim is perfect, okay? But for most people, especially jumping around and stuff like that, and you know, hand cannons are already very limited in their range. I found that having a hand cannon with max range, rifle, rangefinder, all that good stuff is still the preferred choice over explosive rounds. Well, guys, that's my thoughts on it, man. I enjoyed using this weapon, and shout out to Wild Thing for letting me use it. It was very interesting in seeing how hidden hand stacked with rangefinder could persuade that aim assist value even with explosive rounds. Just didn't see as many pros about this weapon. You know, I've played with the rifle barrel hidden hand rangefinder Luna before, and it was so devastatingly good. I didn't get that same sense from this Luna right here. It just too many times, oftentimes outside of that optimal range, it's almost as if that aim assist value was non-existent. Guys, as always, man, thank you so much for coming and watching this video. If you enjoyed this, man, definitely hit that thumbs up. And as always, guys, I'll catch y'all later. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.